What's up, you guys? Slim here, Team Symmetry, here to bring you guys something that I know a lot of you have been waiting for, and I've been waiting for actually. I'm here to finally bring you guys my current Gravekeeper deck profile. Now, before I do, as you guys have seen, I didn't really upload anything this weekend. I was gone to sneak preview. Saturday, the one I went to was canceled, so that kind of screwed my day. And I went to one Sunday. I pulled that Prophecy Spellcaster thing. That's like the best, one of the best cards of the set, so yay for that. There was really no footage to get, you guys. I did, however, get a unique deck profile from one of my friends there, Grant Sanchez, so I'm definitely going to have that up in the next day or so. But before I do, as you all have seen already, I uploaded Team Saki's video on my channel. They're a great bunch of guys. Glad to really help them out. They're an amazing channel. Over 2,000 subs. They've put in a lot of work, a lot of time. Now, I decided that I will no longer be doing guest uploads because I feel that too many people, too many trolls are way too negative towards the people that I put on my channel, and it's just gotten to the point where I don't think it's fair to people to send me videos that you work hard on and then just to get ridiculed and get these retarded ass people to come on here and just ruin your videos. And I feel that from now on, I'm just going to give people shout outs. So that's what I'm going to do. So anyone that wants to video swap, I'm sorry, I'm no longer doing those anymore. Like, honestly, please don't ask me. I feel that people are only here to watch my content, and I think that's really kind of crazy that I reach out to the community. I feel everyone should be included. So from now on, I'm going to give good channels shout outs. So before I do, I want to give 3 channels shout outs. There are 3 that I've been meaning to do. The first one is CJ Sparkin2. Really great guy. He is known for his Yugi flow, where he takes an instrumental of a famous song and he turns it all around into Yu-Gi-Oh! He's got some really great ones up. Definitely check him out. He's been working really hard. Really cool guy. The next is the Inevitable Saiyan. Trent, he's a really cool guy. He's a good friend of mine. I want you guys to definitely check out his channel. He does amazing content. He is trying to reach 2,000 subs before August 31st. If you guys could help him out, that'd be amazing. He's less than 200 subs away, so I hope this shout out will get him to that goal. Really just check his stuff out. It's great. So shout out to you, bro. And last but not least is one of my really good friends, Michael Bonacini, Death Aspect blog. What people may not know about this channel is that he was the person who taught me how to play what I call good Yu-Gi-Oh! Back when I was in high school, because as a kid growing up until high school, I didn't really know what real Yu-Gi-Oh! Was, and he was one of the first people to really teach me about that, and he really instilled how to play this game into me. So I just want to give him a shout out. He does a great video. He just did a September 1st ban list talk that I think you guys really appreciate. And just check out his content. He's a great guy. He has his own store now in San Leandro, so also going to be trying to get over there and get some promotion for that. But other than that, I want you to check out all 3 of those channels. Annotations will be down below and up here. But anyways, we're going to get into the deck profile. Now, a lot of people are going to question some of my choices, and I'm going to explain them all to you. I do not have an extra deck. I do not have a side deck. Reason being is I just have not synchroed or even XYZ'd once. So we'll just get into the deck as it is right now. Alright, as you guys can see, here is the Nats mat that I always profile on. I feel that that's like the best mat to profile on, so hope you guys enjoy what we got here. So, once and for all, Slim's Gravekeeper deck profile revealed. Alright, obvious, 3 Commandant. Why is this here? Because you search for Necro Valley with it. Why do I love this card? It's 2,100 under the field. Do not hesitate to summon this card. You can beat over Thunder King, you can beat over a lot of cards. This card's amazing. You have to run 3. Best card of the deck is 3 Spy. Obvious. You search pretty much everything. This card's great. 2,500 under Necro Valley. Very hard for Rabbit and a lot of other decks to get around because Lance doesn't work on this in defense. So this card is just amazing. You have to run 3. I chose to run 3 Descendant. Reason being is Bottomless is a card. Priority is gone. This card's not as effective as it used to be with Priority gone. Veiler's a card. So you have to have 3 just in case you lose one to Bottomless. So definitely run 3. This card's amazing. This is your MST basically. It pops everything. Probably the best card, the engine, the heart of the deck is the 3 Recruiter because it's a searcher. Card works great with Torrential. It works great with Spy. Great with Descendant. The Descendant launch your Recruiter play has been around forever. Amazing. You have to run 3. Like, I don't have to explain any of this. Okay, on to the next monster. Just 1 Assailant. What's good about this card is it's an out to Sheehan, it's an out to Naturia Beast. It's an out to cards that can really give your deck a hard time, and basically its effect is amazing. With Necro Valley, you switch a monster, you run over it. When I ran Gravekeepers, one of the events, I got my invite. I remember having Assailant, and Assailant was the reason I won because I used it to run over a Sheehan, and then they could not come back because they could not double edge with Necro Valley on the field, so this card was great. One card that I decided to put back in GK is one tech to Gravekeeper Guard. What I like about this card is this is an out to XYZs, synchros, and stuff that gives me a problem. I've had a lot of problems with playing against Dino Rabbit because if they go first and make Lagia, it's very hard to get around unless like you have your outs. You can stall with Spy, but I'd rather just get rid of Lagia altogether. So in a sense, this is like a Snowman Eater. I look at this card like a Snowman Eater, except it bounces Lagia, so that's always better because by doing that, I'm able to have full control of the field again, and this thing goes to 24 with the field with Necro Valley. So remember that if they attack into this and this flips up, this card will stay, Lagia will go, unlike Snowman Eater, which would go to the graveyard. So this card is just really great. Plus, you can combo it with Book of Moon. And then the last two monsters are two Malefic Stardust. This card's great with Necro Valley. It protects Necro Valley. It's a big 2500 beater. And it's just really good in general. I love this card. I like using two of them in the deck. Now people might wonder, where is the Tsukiyomi? I know a lot of people are like, why aren't you running Tsukiyomi when you have 3 spies and a guard? Thing is I've tested Tsukiyomi, and honestly, you guys, I don't really care for it because it's not that strong, number one. And number two, before you have Tsukiyomi on board, you have to have already established your guard or spy. And honestly, this deck moves pretty fast, so you really don't have time for that. So that's why I didn't run Tsukiyomi, but don't let that hinder you from using that card. Okay, so that's it for the monsters. I think it's 16 monsters. On to the spells. We got 3 Necro Valley. That's self-explanatory. This card's great. With Inzektor's gone, like, I mean, this card just locks down dragons. It locks down a lot of decks, and it gives that boost, which is really important. Duality is now at 2, so we run 2 dualities. People might wonder, what do you run in place of the 3rd duality? I run an Allure of Darkness. I run an Allure of Darkness because all the monsters in this deck, except Commandant, are dark, and it just helps you get to what you need. It was the same thing with Dark World. With only 13 monsters, people wondered, why would you run this card? The same rules apply. There's only 13 targets for Allure of Darkness, but that's better than nothing, and what I like about this is you can use it with Malefic Stardust. If you don't need a Malefic Stardust and you want a GK instead, this card's really good. So this has become the new duality engine, 2 dualities and an Allure. They basically all do the same thing. Just speed through the deck, get what you need, get your combos off. 2 Royal Tribute, this card's still broken. With Agents coming back and people trying to make plants again, the way GK has worked, same with Malefic, is we just Royal Tributed everything away and then we'd win from there. So you have to run 2. I think it's still just a really good card. You can dead draw it a lot, but most of the time it's not that dead. And then I decided to run 2 Steel. I was originally running 1, but I realized that I like getting my cards back and I love going off again, especially when you have Spy or a Recruiter or a Descendant or just anything really is great. I love actually getting back Assailant and Guard because since I only run 1 of them, I'm not going to see them that often, and like once I use their effect and they are destroyed, I'd like to actually use them again because it just sets up a lot of combos, so I felt 2 was good. And then the only staples are 1 Dark Hole and 1 Book of Moon. Dark Hole is self-explanatory to clear the field and go for game and just take advantage. Book of Moon works great with Spy and great with Guard, so this card's just really good in general. Plus getting around a lot of cards is just like key, because all the GKs are really low in attack, so you use their effects to win. And that's pretty much it for the spells. On to the traps. My trap choices are interesting. I'll explain them. Probably the best trap is Compulse. I'm only running 2. I was running 3, but I didn't want the deck to be that big. And I'm running 2 because another out to XYZs, another out to... It disrupts a lot of plays. When Rabbit brings out 2 Caboozles or 2 Sabersaurs, bounce 1. When Tour Guide comes out, bounce the target, bounce whatever, bounce the XYZ. Whatever you need to do to hold advantage over the field, this card just puts in a lot of work. So I feel Compulse is just a really good card, and I feel that this upcoming format, it'll be really crucial. This card's great against Agents when they go Venus. You have them pay the 1500, and then you like bounce a Shine Ball, or you bounce something, or you bounce what they make, and they just totally have lost 1500 points, and you just got them their life points lower pretty much for free. So this card puts in a lot of work against that deck. Running 2 Bottomless because Rabbit, Dark World, and Agents again, they're all big monsters, so you need to just clear the field. The thing with Dark World is if you hit them with Royal Tribute, I mean, you just got unlucky, but honestly, popping Grapha's popping ability is like the worst, so honestly, if you can just Bottomless the Grapha and get them out of the way, you're in a winning position because they really don't have a way to bring them back unless they're maining Return from a different dimension. I'm still running 2 Deep Prison. With the beauty of these 4 cards right now is that with Inzektor's gone, these cards are a lot more live now. I think every deck should be using at least 1, if not both of these, because with Bugs pretty much on hiatus for a while, you can really utilize these cards. Deep Prison is amazing, Bottomless is amazing, and I love maining both because protection is key in a lot of these decks. And what I like about Deep Prison is that you banish the monster. Same with Bottomless. Banishing is so much better than sending to grave, so I feel that 2 Deep Prisons is good. I used to run 3 back in the day, but the deck has changed so much since then, so leave it at that. 2 Solemn Warnings, that's still just like staple. There's no explanation there. It's still a really good card. The 1 Judgment, because sometimes you just can't get past stuff, so that puts in work. And then my last 3 traps, I'm going to explain them real quick. I've got 1 Mirror Force. I've not run Mirror Force in over a format because Inzectors were around and it made this card dead. However, now that bugs have been nuked, this card has come back, and I highly suggest you running it. Now it's at 2. I hate 2. I think 2 is retarded. I think it's the stupidest thing they could have done on the list. I don't like how it looks either, so I'm only running 1. And along with that, I'm only running 1 Torrential. Now, people may wonder, why won't you run 2 Torrential? In my Rabbit deck, which some people saw at locals yesterday, I only have been maining 1 Mirror Force and 1 Torrential in the deck. The reason is I don't like clearing my field. I don't like minusing to get my opponent's monsters off the field. I feel that Torrential is only really good when you do the Tour Guide Sang-in play, or they summon and you Torrential for Tour Guide, or they overextend and you Torrential. I've never needed more than 1 Torrential, and same goes for Mirror Force. I rarely draw Mirror Force, and when I do, I'm glad that I only have 1, because honestly, I could see myself possibly running 2 Torrential, but I don't think I'll ever run 2 Mirror Force. It's too weird to me. So that's why I run just 1 and 1. I highly suggest you test 1 and 1 first, and then if you feel you still need more removal, you can run a second Torrential. But my removal comes in the form of Deep Prisons and Bottomless, and it also comes in the form of Compulsory, because Compulsory, if you hit an XYZ, you have removed it from the field, and that still counts as monster removal in my book. And then the last trap is 1 Starlight Robe. I'm also maining this in Dino Rabbit. This card, I gave it a bad rap last format. I'm not going to give it a bad rap anymore. I've won so many games because of this card. People are maining 2 Mirror Force. People are maining 2 Torrential. Bottomless on the 2 Dinos, everything. And this card is just amazing. This card is great for Gravekeeper, because people always forget, if you set 1 card, this, and you have Necro Valley, if they Heavy Storm, you can chain this and you'll get your Stardust, because people always forget that Necro Valley is active, so that counts. So this card is just amazing, and I feel that this card should be mained in the deck at all times, just because you need protection. And my main protection, like my big 4 traps, are these 4 right here. These 4 I use very I guess like the word is smart. I'm very smart when I use these cards, because I don't want to... These are my best trap cards. I don't want to lose them. I don't want to use them too early and then not have them when I need them. So these 4 have just been staples. I run this exact trap lineup almost card for card in Dino Rabbit, and these are my main 4 traps that I like to run just 1 of. Well, since Solemn's only at 1. Now, the questions may arise, where is your back row removal? I originally was running Night Beam. The thing is I've noticed that my only problem cards for this deck are Bottomless and Torrential. Now, things is that I can use Compulse either against my opponent or for my own advantage, in the sense that if they try to Bottomless, I can chain Compulse. If they try to do anything, I can chain Compulse. So that was one of the reasons I didn't put in MST, or Heavy is bad in the deck, and why I don't like Night Beam, because they can chain another card to Night Beam, and I feel that Night Beam, as good as it is, it's just not as good anymore in this deck, and I honestly, in my testing, haven't needed that. Other things people may wonder is the monster lineup. Why are there no Veilers? With bugs getting hit the way they did, I don't think Inzectors are really going to be around. I don't think Effect Veilers is amazing as it used to be. In Dino Rabbit, I'm only running 2, and I don't want to lose them to Royal Tribute. I would rather summon this big guy, get over stuff, have them bait it with warning. Like, honestly, I love when they warning this, and then I go and do my spy plays or whatever, because that just sets up so many combos for this deck. So this card is just definitely a staple to me. Again, this card is amazing. You have to run this card. I don't know why I wasn't running this in my original profile, but I ran this when I ran the deck. over a year ago and got like one of my first invites. I ended up getting like 3 invites that season, but my favorite one was doing this with GKs because I didn't even know I had made the cut, and I ended up making the cut, and I was really happy. So this was definitely an MVP. Same rules apply with this. The rest of these are just all standard. There's no real explanations with these cards. I would say the best combos you already know are the Recruiter and Descendant play, but also this card, Assailant, really just puts in so much work because this deck has a problem against, like, well, I guess, Naturia Beast. It could have a problem against Sheehan. Sheehan has always been kind of a problem. So these 2 cards alone are outs to Sheehan, which is great. This is an out to Sheehan. Now, people forget, Sheehan's 25. This is 25. Smack the fucking Sheehan. Because Sams have always been in rivalry with Gravekeepers. So same rules apply. These 3 cards are your outs to Sheehan. Descendants an out to Sheehan. All that's an out to Sheehan. So these cards are awesome. And I guess that's pretty much it. People ask me how do I feel with only 2 duality. The consistency is still there because you have a lure, and I highly suggest you run a lure. You have plenty of targets for it. Save it for when you need it. Go off with it when you need it. And honestly, that's pretty much it. I think the deck is still pretty solid. It's a very budget deck. I just have, like, I guess bumped rarities on these. I don't really know. I'm going to be making a video this Friday, courtesy of my girlfriend. Shout out to you, babe. She sent me a message saying that she wants me to make a video on rarities, on how a common is still the same as a secret and vice versa. With Tour Guide being reprinted, I feel that that's an excellent video idea, so I'll be doing that this Friday, so look forward to that. But I just wanted to share this deck with you guys. Let me know what you guys think. What would you guys change? You know, this is just my player preference. I like to be conservative, but at the same time, I like to have cards that protect me. And like I said, the heart of the deck when it comes to traps are these 4. And I can't stress that enough because especially these 2. Starlight Road and Solemn Judgment are basically there for the same thing, Storm and other crap. But these 2 really do put in work. Torrential comes in when you need it, Mirror Force is there when you need it, and with bugs gone, these cards will become even more playable. Will I ever run 2 and 2? I don't know. I really don't see myself doing it, but for now, 1 and 1 works great. Before you judge me and say that I should run 2 and 2, try it. Seriously, try it and try Compulse. Compulse is amazing in the deck. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think. I have not really, focused on Gravekeeper because until the format changed, it was very hard for Gravekeepers to win because in Zectors, if you didn't have Necro Valley early, they could take advantage, and I felt that that was always a problem for the deck. So I felt that if they got hit, we'd have a way to come back, and we definitely do now. So let me know what you guys think. Thumbs up the video, 200 plus likes, next deck profile. That's how I'm going to do it. 200 likes for the next deck profile, which is either going to be Malefic Skill Drain or possibly Dino Rabbit. I've shown a couple people at locals my Dino Rabbit, but I'm not sure if I really want to reveal it just yet. I might wait till regional since I'm planning probably to run Dino Rabbit. So definitely we'll look into that, but aside from that, I feel that this deck is very solid. It has a very good matchup against agents, plants, a lot of the decks that people are trying to bring back. And like I said, with bugs gone, the deck will have an even better chance at doing well. People say, how would you do against Dark World? All these traps are for Dark World. All these traps are for Dark World. They handle Dark World. Dark World's not a problem. If you see anything out of the ordinary of the way your opponent's playing, you'll know they're playing Dark World. So anyways, let me know what you guys think. Thumbs up the video, 200 plus likes. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will be bringing a tech for thought on Soul Drain and some other new cards from the set tomorrow. And I just hope you guys enjoyed the video. So yeah, there it is, you guys. You guys have been waiting. I've been waiting, and I just hope you really enjoyed the deck profile. Last thing, there's no Fiendish Chain. Fiendish Chain is garbage because with Insectors gone, it's really not that good. It's decent against agents, but it's not really that great. So at the same time, I think the traps I chose are a lot better. So let me know what you guys think. Would you change anything? Just comment below. Do you like the deck? The deck's cheap. Run it. Try it. Let me know what you think. And yeah, that's pretty much it, you guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching.